This is the fourth part of 5 parts of the Passion history of our Lord Jesus Christ. Part 4 is Peter's denial and Jesus before Pontius Pilate. While Peter was sitting below in the courtyard, one of the servant girls of the high priest came by. When she saw Peter seated there in the firelight warming himself, she looked closely at him and said, "This man was with him." Then she came over to him. "You also were with that Nazarene, Jesus of Galilee," she said. But he denied it before them all. "I don't know what you're talking about." And he went out into the entryway. A rooster crowed. A little later, when the servant girl saw him there, she said again to those standing around, "This fellow is one of them." Someone else saw him and said to the people there, "This fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth." He denied it again with an oath, "I am not. I don't know the man." About an hour later, as Simon Peter stood warming himself, another asserted, "Certainly this fellow was with him, for he is a Galilean." Those standing there went up to Peter and said, "Surely you are one of them, for your accent gives you away." One of the high priest's servants, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, challenged him. "Didn't I see you with him in the olive grove?" Then Peter began to call down curses on himself, and he swore to them, "I don't know this man you're talking about." Just as he was speaking, the rooster crowed the second time. The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. Then Peter remembered the words the Lord had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times." And he went outside, broke down, and wept bitterly. At daybreak, all the chief priests and the elders of the people, the teachers of the law, and the whole Sanhedrin met together, and Jesus was led before them. "If you are the Christ," they said, "tell us." Jesus answered, "If I tell you, you will not believe me, and if I asked you, you would not answer. But from now on, the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of God." They all asked, "Are you then the Son of God?" He replied, "You are right in saying I am." Then they said, "Why do we need any more testimony? We have heard it from his own lips." They came to the decision to put Jesus to death. Then the whole assembly arose. They bound Jesus and led him from Caiaphas to the palace of the Roman governor. When Judas, who had betrayed him, saw that Jesus was condemned, he was seized with remorse and returned the 30 silver coins to the chief priests and the elders. "I have sinned," he said, "for I have betrayed innocent blood." "What is that to us?" they replied. "That's your responsibility." So Judas threw the money into the temple and left. Then he went away and hanged himself. The chief priests picked up the coins and said, "It is against the law to put this into the treasury, since it is blood money." So they decided to use the money to buy the potter's field as a burial place for foreigners. That is why it has been called the Field of Blood to this day. By now it was early morning, and to avoid ceremonial uncleanness, the Jews did not enter the palace. They wanted to be able to eat the Passover. So Pilate came out to them and asked, "What charges are you bringing against this man?" "If he were not a criminal," they replied, "we would not have handed him over to you." Pilate said, "Take him yourselves and judge him by your own law." "But we have no right to execute anyone," the Jews objected. This happened so that the words Jesus had spoken, indicating the kind of death he would die, would be fulfilled. And they began to accuse him, saying, "We have found this man subverting our nation. He opposes payment of taxes to Caesar and claims to be Christ, a king." So Pilate went back inside the palace, summoned Jesus, and asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" "Is that your own idea?" Jesus asked. "Or did others talk to you about me?" "Am I a Jew?" Pilate replied. "It was your people and your chief priests who handed you over to me. What is it you have done?" Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jews. But now my kingdom is from another place." "You are a king then," said Pilate. "Yes," Jesus answered, "you are right in saying I am a king. In fact, for this reason I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone on the side of truth listens to me." "What is truth?" Pilate asked. "You have heard the gospel of the Lord.